25-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Under pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, the middle of the season, you kind of get in the lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing, and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Williams. Out wide left, it's Miller. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick give. It's Mobley. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Songo Politelli throws toward the end zone and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Hey, man, guys, we talked about this one coming in. Like, this matchup on the outside is going to go a long way in determining the game. This is really good on really good. And so far, obviously, the DB wins. It's 1-0 DB. Nice job playing the football, playing coverage on the outside, not giving up the big play. I have a feeling, guys, though, that ain't the last time we're going to see this matchup.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets rid of it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. From cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted this, same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now remember, they were stopped on 4th down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. Williams. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockney, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out wide right, it's Anderson. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. The Trojans want to move quickly. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Williams. Got his man downfield. Lots of running room. Got the 1st down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. In this area of the field, you want to get heat on the quarterback, but that roughing the passer penalty gives up a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, USC.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Coming out with it, it's Walton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snap it to the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolatelli. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Gilbert. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Hits inside, it's Mobley. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli extending the play. Throws to the wideout. Out, and it's a fumble after that huge gain. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Going for it all. Picked off. Got room on the return. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Throwing, Williams. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Takes a handoff. It's Edwards. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, to the next, to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Sends it back in motion. Left side, it's Miller. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
this guy is such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the 1st down. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Trojans will try to move the sticks on 4th down. The RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Miller. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Here's Williams to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolute shame. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
JKS. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. He's changing the play. Sangopolitelli from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Gilbert. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that.
He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Williams snags it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down. Now 2nd and 4. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Williams gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Trojans. He got it back corner of the end zone.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Songapolatelli. He slings it deep to the left. Upstairs to make the catch. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Making the adjustment on the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Minnesota taking on the Maryland Terrapins. And it's the Gophers in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He'll be dropped.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Fourth down, Songa Bolatelli. Looking down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Throwing, Williams. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. On the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
On the return, it's Walton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver.
Going long. He's got it at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. In the red area, it's Mobley. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Throwing, Songa Bolatelli. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. And deemed. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Calls his own number. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Finds his big tight end. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Here's Williams to throw. Stepping to the right. Slings it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Fourth down, Williams. Right side, it's Anderson. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Got his man. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Williams fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 50. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. The give. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So the final period starts with a second down play. Making the adjustment. Jaron Chiave Songopolatelli. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. From the gun on third down, Songopolatelli. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Williams. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
It's Williams again. He's taking the shot. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Trying to take it back. Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at. And with the pick six. Touchdown. Fighting Irish.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Left side is Anderson. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Throwing, Williams. going to fire deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Williams will pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
One-possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit. It affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Williams to the air again. It's complete. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Here's Williams to throw. Rushes on. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a fresh set of downs.
These fans raising the volume. Touchdown, Trojans! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. JKS. Look out. And he gets rid of it.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
He's past the sticks. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense swarming on that loose. It'll be a turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Long way to go on second down. Songapolatelli. Short pass. There he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They move on top here on the fourth.
And just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Oh, pressure's coming. Blasted as he lets it go. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Williams. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Just a real nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Here come the Irish back on offense. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our...
Into the secondary on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Out wide left, it's Anderson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Williams throws for the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Williams will pass. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Rush right in his face. Just got rid of that one.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
It's Williams again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.